Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report, as we continue with our coverage of the ongoing Israeli assault on Gaza and two very different protests from Jewish Americans on opposite sides of the issues. On Sunday, thousands turned out in New York for a rally to support the attack on Gaza. Speakers included the New York governor, David Paterson, Senator Chuck Schumer, the journalist Max Blumenthal, also a Jewish-American reporter, spoke to some of the demonstrators. Max Blumenthal is a senior writer for thedailybeast.com and a Puffin Foundation writing fellow at the Nation Institute. His work appears at the Nation, Salon, and other publications. His book, Republican Gomorrah, Inside the Movement That Shattered the Party, comes out later this year. This is his report.
Live Israel. God bless America.
Israel has sent phone text messages to Palestinians in Gaza saying, leave your homes because there are weapons inside them. What other country would do that?
For the last 3.5 years, Israel has been bombarded daily by a number of rockets coming from Gaza.
When I say Israel, you say wrong! Israel! 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 What do we want? Mashiach! Yeah!
You guys out here to support Israel?
Yep.
Why?
Because they're pro-Western and everything, so, you know, don't want to get killed one day by these, you know, crazy people.
I was at the World Trade Center on 9/11. I saw the that was going on. America has to wake up. It's coming to America just like it's happening in the rest of the world. The radical Muslim must be defeated unless we're going to all ruin the whole Western civilization.
So how many civilian casualties would it take before you questioned the attack?
There's not a number involved.
Nothing good is going to come out of it unless they keep fighting all the way with this till they wipe them all out.
Wipe them all out.
Yeah, they got to go strong with this.
There's only one way to deal with a cancer. You burn it out or you remove it. And when people don't want to talk and just want to destroy you and not allow you to live, there's only one thing you can do.
They are forcing us to kill their children to defend our children.
When did Israel blow up any hospitals? They didn't blow up any hospitals.
They blow up schools, sorry. How is Israel kicking Hamas ass?
We have a very intelligent way of going about it.
Very intelligent.
Very intelligent. We have the greatest intelligence out there. We try to minimize casualties as much as possible, civilians. Well, we have advanced technology.
Israel knows what schools Hamas is hiding in.
Correct.
And then they blow up the whole school.
They
very intelligent.
Yes.
There are weapons factories inside a school. How do you define that?
They're making missiles under the school desks.
Yeah. No, how do you define? No, under the schools, there's underground tunnels.
Wherever there is terror, no matter where they hide, you got to get them out. And if the women and children...
Even in a school.
Wherever there is terror...
Even in a school, you have to get them out. Otherwise, no peace, no peace. We have to fight them.
In school. They're hiding in school.
They're making bombs under the desks.
Exactly.
I can tell you one thing. Don't screw with the Jews because we kick butt. Bam!
What? Dude, it's a repeat.
This is a repeat of the Holocaust?
Yeah.
Yes.
How?
We're being persecuted again for the trillionth time ever.
So we're fighting a second Nazi war against the Nazis.
Yeah.
We want to kill all Jewish people.
It's a double of the Holocaust.
The reason why more Israelis haven't been killed or wounded is surely by the grace of God, because God has been performing just miracle after miracle. Those who are dying are suffering God's wrath, but we also believe that when the angel of death comes out, he takes everyone in his path.
There are different prophecies that says that there will be great wars before the coming of the Messiah, and there are many things that we see have been tied in.
So after the downfall and the wars, the Moshiach comes back.
That's what we've been praying for, and that's what we hope will happen.
If Hamas could not differentiate between civilians and army, we don't need to either. I think we should go with all force and just go in and get them all.
So what if Israel just, wiped Gaza off the map? What would be so wrong with that?
That video from Max Blumenthal, produced for website alternet.org. The next day, a group called Jews Against the Occupation also held a protest. They were protesting against the Israeli invasion of Gaza. When we come back from break, we'll go to that. This is Democracy Now! Stay with us. Moya by Godspeed, You Black Emperor. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. The pro-Israel rally was Sunday. On Monday, a hastily called rally by Jews Against the Occupation took place just blocks away. It was outside the Israeli consulate in New York. Among those who came out was renowned playwright and screenwriter Tony Kushner. Kushner won a Pulitzer Prize and a Tony Award for his play Angels in America, which was later made into an award-winning television miniseries. He's authored a number of other plays, including A Bright Room Called Day, Homebody Kabul, and Carolina Change. He's also co-editor of the book Wrestling with Zion, Progressive Jewish American Responses to the Palestinian-American Conflict. Democracy Now! Producers Aaron Mate and Hani Massoud caught up with Tony Kushner at Monday's protests against Gaza, against the Israeli invasion of Gaza, outside the Israeli consulate.
I'm really incredibly distressed and concerned about the situation in Gaza and the policy on the part of the Israeli government of reoccupation that seems to me catastrophically misguided and in a sense incomprehensible policy. I can't fathom what they think is ultimately going to be achieved by it. And I've been to Gaza. I'm very worried about the people in Gaza, the Palestinian people. I can't imagine that this is not going to continue to be bloody and a violation of human rights. And as a Jew and an American, I'm here to say that I want to offer of a ceasefire accepted and a withdrawal of Israeli troops and the commencement of serious peace negotiations, which we haven't had for 8 years now, which I believe could actually have an impact and make not only the Palestinian people safer, but also Israel safer. So,
how has it been for you to be a outspoken Jew who's been vocal on this issue?
Well, I mean, I think all Jews who talk about this issue do it with a great deal of anguish. I mean, there's a very powerful identification with the history of the Jewish people that led up to the creation of the State of Israel, and Jews have all sorts of different feelings about the existence of Israel, but I think Jews of conscience feel that it's an imperative to not stand by silently while the Palestinian people are brutalized and oppressed, and so it's not comfortable, and I find it very painful. I love being Jewish. I love Jews, and I don't like being screamed at by Jews. But that's life. You have to do what you feel like you have to do, and I think this is it's immensely important for the Jewish people that we not remain silent because we're afraid of speaking out. And I think there's a great deal of pressure from within the Jewish community to be silent. And I feel like it's gotten easier over the last few years to speak out. I think that the dialogue has changed, and so I'm happy to be here doing it.
You went to Gaza?
Yeah, I've been twice to Gaza.
And what was your impression?
Oh, I mean, it's horrible. I mean, it's the highest population density on the planet, I think, and people are living there, and really, I mean, this was the last time I was there was 5 years ago, and I know it's gotten much, much worse. It's an impossible situation for people to live in, and it's I think that it would change anyone who feels that this is a simple situation and that Israel is doing nothing but sort of protecting its towns from rocket fire really needs to go there and meet Palestinian people and also look at the way that they're being forced to live. I think that one day standing at a checkpoint is enough to change your whole way of thinking about this. I mean, it's unimaginable that people have maintained any kind of individual or communal coherence in the face of this kind of suffering. And I mean, it's real, terrible suffering. And Jews with our millennial history of surviving oppression really should have a deep sympathy and understanding, and it's a shanda that we're the authors of oppression anywhere on earth. It shouldn't be the case. We know better, and we should do better.